First of all, I shall like to mindfully congratulate Dr. Mishra to bring a significant and meaningful change in the Department of Neonatology. And this remains incomplete without mindful thankfulness to Honorable Mission Director in NHM and as far as RIMS is concerned, RIMS probably is the only autonomous institution in the state and probably in India itself, which is unique for so many things. I calculated someday, nearly 10% of the faculty remains involved in state functioning every day. Either some faculty members are in some meeting, or they are helping to carry out the training programs, else they are involved in some policy making, else they are involved in making few specifications for a state, because it is the only institution. And the buck does not stop here. It is unique in so many things. If you remove an encroachment from one area, immediately you receive a phone call from the honorables that where will these poor people go if you are removing them. If I say, sir, it is a court order and I have nothing to say, अरे court order तो आते रहते हैं, डायरेक्टर साहब आप तो मालिक हैं, आप उनको पीछे कहीं rehabilitate कर दीजिए. So much so that once upon a time I had to say in a GB meeting, and GB meeting you know who all sits there, I had to say कि रिम्स को रिम्स रहने दिया जाए, इसको गरीबी उन्मूलन सेंटर अगर रिहेबिलिटेशन सेंटर बना देंगे तो प्रोबेबली इट विल कोलैप्स. अब रिम्स में ही शादी सेंटर है, कम्युनिटी हॉल भी है, रिम्स का ऑडिटोरियम भी चाहिए, वो भी मीटिंग्स के लिए भी चाहिए और डिफरेंट लाफ्टर वालों को भी चाहिए, पॉलिटिशियंस को भी चाहिए, सबको चाहिए. रिम्स में गरीबी उन्मूलन भी होना चाहिए, रिम्स में मेडिसिन भी मिलनी चाहिए, रिम्स के फैकल्टी पॉलिसीज भी बनाएं और रिम्स का अपॉइंटमेंट आप 1.5 साल तक न कर पाए बिकॉज ऑफ डिफरेंट रीजंस एंड हैसल्स व्हिच आई डू नॉट ब्लेम एनीबॉडी. इन फैक्ट दिस सिस्टम हैज बिकम सो cumbersome and so complex, and I think our mission director will agree that the directorship of RIMS is probably one of the most difficult task in this state. वो डायरेक्टर जो है ऐसी कुर्सी पर बैठा है जो किसी भी समय ऊपर नीचे उछलने लगती है. अगर वो इधर का डिसीजन लेता है, as I am telling the example of today, whenever there is a PIL which is heard, and we know as to why these PIL are filed in the court case. There are only 2-3 reasons because of which these PIL are filed in court also. Whenever these dates are assigned in PILs, invariably you will see one negative news in media, and the same day court takes cognizance. So happened it today that we have enough number of blankets and bed sheets, despite all the constraints I purchased in installments, though tender could not succeed. That is another difficulty. And so much so that we have a blanket bank also. If somebody does not get blanket, one can go deposit $100 and take a blanket and return blanket, take $100 back. So we have facility not only of blankets, we have blanket banks also. Yet there is a news published today, and this should come. This my statement should come in the media. News is published in a news that RIMS is devoid of blankets and patients are taking their own blankets and bed sheets, and otherwise they may die because of cold weather. Now there had been discussion in Honorable High Court, अरे RIMS में तो blanket भी नहीं. Other day when I was pleading my case myself, that day also it was published one negative news कि RIMS तो purchase ही कुछ नहीं कर रहा है. And everybody was pleading कि RIMS में तो purchase ही नहीं हो रहा है, सारा कुछ है ही नहीं. When I showed the document to Honorable Court that despite 3 or 4 months of code of conduct for parliament and for assembly. Yet the RIMS has procured 116 crores of equipment and consumables. And 91 crores, worth 91 crores is in already, the L1 has been done, it is the process of putting the orders. So RIMS is such a complex institute where whatever you do, if you float a tender for manpower, I am just telling, sharing, you people should also know. Whenever you float a tender for say manpower, there would be either say some objection in a specification, or somebody could file a complaint against that, despite the fact that you are calling a pre-bid meeting, you are taking all the precautions, you are giving opportunity to everybody. And I do not say that everything is fair. There may be bias interests of the people inside also, and these are there. But not everybody is biased for that. If that could not succeed, then 100% sure is that you are going to have a stay for that particular tender. Now we successfully completed one tender, and we probably have pleaded our case well, but now the decision is reserved. Now the manpower which is to be inducted, we are running short of manpower. So leave aside that is not the topic for today. What I wish to convey that this new bar, actually it is a super specialty in itself. It is not less than a super specialty. We know that the child is more vulnerable for morbidity and mortality within 3 months, which decreases a bit up to 6 months, and up to 1 year of age is the most tender age for a child to survive. And we are the country of young people, you know it, because 40% of our population is pediatric and adolescents up to 20 years. So you as a neonatologist, you as a newborn care people are actually not only offering the help, not only giving the health to the newborns, but you are the people who are going to create a healthy generation for days to come in order to build up our nation. As far as the resource is concerned, you know, this is the only center, as I've already said, and Jhaji also pointed out. The Buddha said that the most important thing in the earth is to serve the ailing human body. Buddha said, I should be treated as a physician of society, because the way I treat the social ailments, you know social ailments? Social ailments are many in our country, even these are